Hey everybody, welcome to NFT Hype. We got John. Sorry, John, who's with you?
Richie.
Richie from the Horrors, and we got Big Mike out of Costa Rica there. No green screen. So what's up, buddies?
Welcome.
Good. How's it going?
Welcome to the show, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to talk to some new folks in the space.
Yeah, Mike, why don't you shoot off some questions there? I'll make you work hard since it looks like you're not really out there.
Well, why don't you start, guys, with telling us how you came to the wax space and what inspired you to do the horror set?
We come from very different backgrounds. I'm a little bit crypto. I've been involved for a few years, and it was a good few years ago. I mentioned the idea of NFTs to John, and he didn't have a clue about any of it. I still don't, to be fair. But but we talked over a few beers, got a little bit excited, but we couldn't really do the technology wasn't there for us. We didn't have the skills. But then, go on a few years' time, Gpk came out. It turns out he's a massive, huge Gpk fan.
Oh wow!
So, and I just briefly mentioned in passing that I'd been buying them on wax, and he was hooked. I've never seen someone so excited.
I was very excited.
Nice.
Yeah, so for me, it's kind of like, no crypto kind of background at all. I'm more of a creative kind of background and a collector. So, and together, that's why kind of it's worked quite well, I think. But yeah, Gpk pulled me in, as I think he probably pulled a lot of people in.
Yeah, that was the start. And then we started talking a couple of months later, because seeing all the cool projects coming out, but there was still a few gaps in the market, and we were wondering what we could create, because say John's a writer, and we know a few artists and whatnot, so we started coming up with ideas, see where it could go, and they changed hundreds of times, to be honest, before we not locked it down with the horrors. But yeah, that's where we went with it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite GPK characters?
I mean, John's probably my favorite.
Which one?
John.
Okay.
He's like washing himself in a toilet.
You're a season 2 man, weren't you?
John, I think it's like season 4 or 5, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Classics, Adam Bomb.
Dead Ted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the ones for the ones that have come out so far. Which one have you been collecting?
Well, we've been we've got all the base. I've got all the base set of season 1. Did you catch up with that, or did you not manage it yet?
I was holding off on Adam Bomb because he was quite expensive, but so that's the only one I need. But
and then GPK season 2, we both went in quite big, so we've got all sorts with them.
Yeah.
I even then managed to get hooked in with Tiger King. Couldn't resist. I've got more of them sitting around than I probably need.
I remember when
you pick up a bomb yet? Did you grab a bomb yet, or what?
No, but do you know what it is? I was all collecting, picking everything up, and then obviously we started doing this, and it's been pretty full on. So I'm hoping once we launch, I can start collecting again and get my head back in that game as well. So. But yeah, if you've got one spare, maybe you can. I bet you've got a few big ones.
Not at this price, that's for sure. I would advise picking one up though before the wizard starts collecting them or something.
It's a good shout. It's a good shout.
I remember when Atom Bomb prisons were 900 wax, and I was like, I'm not spending that.
We've all got a lot of regrets on that, haven't we?
Yeah, they've started selling again, haven't they? Like for big money. As well.
The thing is the supply is so low. Oh, okay, that too.
Our planet helped it take off because everyone was like, "Oh, hey, we can do stuff with these."
Stuff for it.
Yeah. So that's what brings up a good point, Mike. Do you think like when people stake it there, it reduces the supply on the market? So therefore, whatever's available becomes a little bit more liquid, right?
Yeah, I think that's true for sure. I personally haven't staked anything at Our Planet because I just haven't looked into it enough yet. But Bonds is behind that with the Prospectors Cruise, so that's a fairly legit wax entity that most people seem to trust. So It's interesting to see that. Like the one cool thing I really like about it, and the thing that kind of the scary thing about NFTs in general, is that because they are NFTs, you can't lock them, right? So like if you were to lose your active key, then you could potentially lose your whole NFT stash, right? Versus like with your crypto, like with your wax or with your EOS or whatever, you can just stake it, and then it takes like 72 hours for that to get unstaked. It's more of a security measure, right? So it's kind of cool that like there's that option to have staking, and then like there's that delay, and then you have that potential to save your stack or whatever. But yeah, definitely it's nice to see more use cases for NFTs in the wax ecosphere for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, one of the most basic use cases is staking. I can't wait to see other ones. Maybe gaming or whatever else it is. But we're getting there.
A few of the games are starting to take off a little bit, aren't they? Alien World's doing really well for itself at the moment.
Yeah, and Nifty Wizards has been picking up as well. We're considering bringing in some outside NFTs, so that could be another interesting twist. I think you'll see a lot of collaboration by different devs with different sets and different NFTs to kind of bring utility to them. I think that's going to be the next big wave, personally. Cool.
Well, let's talk about the horrors. Tell us about the set, and I already kind of got a background of why you created it, but why don't we go about like the actual subject matter? What brought you to the subject matter, and then maybe we could go and talk about like supply. I think it's a good question Mike and I always have. So
yeah, I mean, I'm a massive horror fan, so that's it's as simple as that. Really, I've been a horror fan since I was a kid. And I think, I think a lot of collectors are kind of horror fans. I don't know what it is about it, but I certainly kind of found myself kind of drawn to horror from a very young age. And I suppose when we were looking at kind of at the space and what I guess kind of opportunities there might be, it felt like there was space for something a bit darker, a bit more adult.
There's quite a lot of projects with a lot more colour. We went for black and white. We thought that would stand out from the crowd a little bit. I think it's pretty much different to any of the larger projects anyway that are out there. Although we have got a neon variant as well to
nice.
Splash a bit of colour around for everybody.
Black and white with a splash of colour.
Sure.
I like it.
Kind of mix it up a little bit.
What inspired the artwork?
I mean, I guess because, for the subject matter, we felt colour. We weren't sure about it. And we like I say, we knew a couple of artists, and I kind of showed an artist I was familiar with and showed the art style to Richie. It's like black and white kind of style. I was like, I think this could work really well. And we just both loved it, I think. And we felt that it was just very different.
Especially if we're going to go with gore. We thought maybe the black and white gore might it wouldn't be too bad. It would be more comic book style in a black and white, rather than if we'd splashed blood and colour all over it, it might have turned some people off.
Yeah, and it's definitely got that kind of comic book, graphic novel kind of like vibe to it, which was, I guess, what we were going for as well.
Definitely.
So,
and who was the artist?
He's a local guy from a place called Hartlepool, which I would assume you've never heard of. But yeah, it's kind of based in the northeast of England. A guy called Macaulay Etherington.
You can find him on our website. We've linked up his Instagram because he's got some great stuff on there. He's really talented.
Super talented guy. Local to us, which is nice. We kind of all about community and trying to support the local area and all that kind of stuff. So it's quite nice that we could do that.
It's also really approachable. We say, can you scatter a few body parts around? Well, we decapitated a couple of heads recently, so maybe his arms and legs.
Yeah, a few feet.
See what works.
Yeah.
How much do you charge for one decapitated head? How much do you charge for 3?
Do we want a massacre?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Some of the comments in the chat between us and the WhatsApp, it's
very strange.
Yeah, that's cool. Talk about the supply of the packs.
Well, we've tried to go limited because we're started for a start, so we're not going to obviously do hundreds of thousands or anything, but also we're trying to. We need enough cards for the future comics so that there's enough for everybody to have a comic if they want, but keep the supply low, so for collector's value. So we've got 60,000 total cards.
That's cool.
With 100
How many packs?
There is 1,600 packs of 25 cards and 2,000 packs of 10 cards. So 60,000 total.
And do you guys have pricing for those yet?
$1 a piece, priced in wax. So obviously it's fluctuating quite a bit at the moment, but
Yeah.
I think reasonably priced, I'd like to think.
Yeah, we just sort of keep it dead simple.
Yeah, there's it's quite a large set as well. So we've got over 700 unique cards. So there'll be no high mint numbers. Bar base
700 unique templates.
Over 700, but we're keeping a few things secret.
Yeah.
There's 7 variants people know about, and then a few little surprises thrown in for good measure.
Very cool.
That's a really low supply set. Yeah. But also, high variety. So looking good, guys.
I mean, I just say, being a collector, that it's everything like we've tried to do is from the collector's point of view. Do you know what I mean? And what would I want as a collector? What would appeal to me and us? And I guess that's where we've come at it from. And so hopefully the collectors in the community will kind of appreciate that and get that.
Yeah,
for sure. I do definitely as a collector. That sounds like a set that I would want to invest in as well. So
well, Sunday 5 o'clock UTC.
You can drag yourself away from the sun.
Yeah, we'll see if that works out.
Don't ask.
Yeah, so go on about the sale. When is it?
Sunday 5 p.m. UTC, which is still 5 p.m. GMT. I have no idea with your different time zones.
We're all over the world. So,
yeah.
So UTC +8 is like PST. So that would be
9 in the morning. Is that what we're
talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 Eastern time.
Yeah, that's pretty standard, right? Like most of the guys, most sets launch sort of 8, 9 a.m. because it kind of was like a good time for most time zones, or at least like a reasonable time for most time zones.
Yeah, so it's the same as what Gpk did as well. So I think it is. You hit Europe, you hit America, and we went to the weekend as well. So hopefully
the Aussies have to get up at 4 a.m. But
but you'll have that view to look at. So not all bad.
Yeah. No complaints.
Wait, so you said it was a Sunday. Is that the 17th or the 16th?
10th.
Oh, the 10th. So that's this
Sunday.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Sunday.
Okay.
Get your horrors cards.
Well, okay, that's good. I don't know if this interview will come out probably a bit after, but good luck with the sale.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We'll help
you guys have any shout outs or any people that you'd like to thank?
Well, we've been doing some. We've had a couple of things come out today, so people, although it'll be people will know about it. Say we've linked up with Alien Worlds today. I'm not sure if you've seen.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you'll be able to mine a couple of our cards, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the nifty box dropped us a Neon Demons, which is very kind of them as well. So there's some quite exciting stuff going on.
Yeah. And we did a collaboration with Nifty Cards. That was kind of like,
and Dom's been a great help as well with it. Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, they've been really supportive right from the start.
Fair, the whole community. It's part of what attracted us to it is that everyone does help out. It's been really good for that.
Yeah, the community's been fantastic.
People like yourselves bring us on here.
Yeah. Talk about
talk to new people. Go ahead.
Talk about the Alien Worlds collab. Is the card been revealed yet?
It was revealed a couple of hours ago. It's just Alien Worlds just revealed it. It's not been revealed. I don't think it's been mineable yet, but it's anytime now it's going to be.
Yeah. And
there's a Celestial Terror, one of our characters. That's an avatar, and then a whole new character for them as well.
An alien bat.
Oh wow!
All find down in the mines.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what's the
Very
card to
cool.
get? Like if you guys were like I asked this to the I think it was the Monsters on Rap guys. What's the card to get in your set?
No agreements out of us on that. We've been arguing. We've been in the people in our in the groups. No, everybody's got the favourite.
Yeah.
We've only revealed I think 15 characters so far. Maybe
18, I think.
18 characters, and everybody's got their favourite. You like
Big Gasho,
Yeah.
Big Skeleton. He's one of my favourites. To be fair, a couple of my favourites haven't even been revealed yet, so I won't spoil them.
So that's basically like 18 out of 700 that hasn't been.
No, 18 of the characters out of, and there's 100 base sets, so and now every base obviously there's so yeah, 100 characters.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But A and B, so there's
Yeah.
50 pieces of art kind of variation of each character.
We've shown most of the. How many variations? We've showed 5 of the 7 variations off, I think, so far that we've announced. But again, we want people to have surprises when they're opening the packs.
Yeah, we've been our most the ultra rare variant cursed. We haven't shown that yet, and we're not sure whether we should or not. But so we're still deciding. But
Maybe
we'll
in the
see.
build up. Maybe it's tomorrow.
But that would be the one I think to get your hands on
Yeah.
in terms of a variant. That would be super rare.
Yeah, you won't be getting many of them. I don't think there'll be many people who can get the full set, but if they do, good luck to them.
Yes.
So what's behind you guys? What do you guys collect over there?
Oh, this is my office. So everything's been shoved in here, out of the way.
I think I see Adam Baum over there.
Yeah, so that's my, like the Garbage Pail Kids book. I'm a big kind of like retro game collector as well, so kind of like a load of Super Nintendo games. That's kind of my main collecting habit. Yeah, a load of stuff that
A lot of stuff from the 80s.
my other half doesn't want anywhere else in the house. So.
I wish I still had my old SNES, man.
Oh,
Classic system.
Oh,
You
yeah.
still have the box too?
I've got it all. Got it all.
And you play it still, or what?
I do, yeah. Not as much as I'd like. To be honest, I don't get to do. This has kind of taken over everything. But
What's your favorite game?
Oh, I was gonna ask that.
on Super Nintendo,
Yeah,
Super Castlevania,
Oh yeah.
Super Castlevania. Hey,
horror man. Yeah, it's always been there. I told you.
nice.
Obviously, some great games on Super Nintendo.
What about yours, Big Mike? You seem like you played Super Nintendo a bit.
My favorite initially was always Super Mario 64 because I just love that whole like genre, and then when it blew up on Super Nintendo, it was just like everything was 3D and there was all these cool little spaces that you could like explore, and because like before that it was just strictly like the 2D variation, right, which obviously I loved and I played the absolute crap out of that. But yeah, I think Super Mario 3 probably was my favorite SNES
Oh, yeah.
title.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because you could fly and you had like the raccoon tail.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was definitely a fun
But
one.
it can't be a bit of Mario, I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
and Duck Hunt too. I
on
like
Super
Duck Hunt.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
They had Duck Hunt.
Oh,
on
no.
NES.
No,
Yeah,
that was Nintendo. I was thinking
Yeah.
Nintendo. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, Street Fighter was there. I liked an F-Zero. You guys remember F-Zero?
Oh yeah, F-Zero was awesome.
Yeah. It was like a sci-fi racer.
Quality game.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm trying to think what other good ones.
Well, Street Fighter's in at the moment, isn't it? In the next month, we'll all be talking about
Super
it.
Metroid. Street Fighter, that's going to be hitting soon, isn't it?
Yeah, so let's leading up to the next question. What are you guys excited about that's coming up other than your project?
We are very excited about the horrors.
Probably Street Fighter's the one everyone's talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think I've just started dabbling on Alien Worlds as well. So after the horrors launch, I think I'm going to really get into that. But no, that Street Fighter, I think you think is going to draw in a lot of new blood.
Yeah.
That'll be
And
exciting.
it's a funny one with Street Fighter because I remember when I first came into the community on the back of like Garbage Pail Kids, you were like Street Fighter's coming. It was like the Shatner's coming. And Street Fighter's coming. It's like, wait, what happened to Street Fighter? But yeah, so we're finally getting it now. So
Although they still haven't fully announced the date, have they?
No, they haven't.
No, there's no official date yet. No.
Not even the supply yet either.
I think to be fair to them, you know, take your time, make sure it's spot on. So, you know, when it comes, hopefully it'll be perfect, you know?
Yeah, I heard Capcom and Wax were just trying to figure out like what they kind of both liked. So it's kind of one of those processes where both companies were just putting their chops in and trying to figure out sort of a happy medium ground, right?
Yeah. But I think that'll be good. I think that'll bring a lot, like you say, bring some new people in.
We'll all be collecting it, no doubt, as well. So if we're excited about it, and it might bring new people in, you know, it's going to do well.
Yeah.
As long as they don't massively oversupply, obviously.
That's what I was going to say too. So yeah, let's hope they don't TK that stuff.
You can guarantee that they'll make only 60,000 of them. There'll be a hell of a lot more numbers than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we should. The new standard for overprinting is what, Mike? Is it probably OS2 now?
Oh, it is definitely OS2, yeah, for sure. I mean, 500K.
On that now, I can't quite.
Oh, it was plus 500K.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, yeah. This is the biggest set in Wax history by far, for sure.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do about with Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I was going to say with Series 2, I thought it was a bit of a shame that it was so overproduced because I think that's like a really good set. Like, you know, some really great
variety.
Amazing cards.
Great set, but
yeah, if it was 250,000, I think it would have been massively popular in the community. Yeah. But they went just too big.
I've said too, like if they had dropped OS2 when they dropped TK, and if they had dropped it at 200K, it would have done really well.
Yeah, it would have been brilliant for the collectors.
But TK at 200K was kind of like, everyone was just like, what is this? Like,
you're opening a pack and you're getting 3 of the same character, aren't you? So...
Yeah, there was a lot of dupes for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a lot of lessons that have been made, and people like yourselves are coming up with the right mix, right? Like the right amount of.
Well, so it does help that I think we've collected pretty much or been involved in every launch so far, so you can see what works and what doesn't work a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've tried to we're going for a hybrid method on the packs as well. We're not going mint on demand or pre-minted because I think both of them have slight issues as well. So we're trying for our best with both on that. But
so explain that. What are you going with?
Well, 50% of the packs are pre-minted, 50% of the packs are mint on demand. You buy your pack and you don't know which is pre-minted and which is mint on demand. You only find that out when you open it. So when you open it, the first thing that's decided, is it pre-minted, is it mint on demand? So, so everyone has a shot at the number ones all the way through.
Interesting.
But there's also a incentive to open early too, right? So you haven't taken that away. Yeah,
because your mint on demands, they're not going to be obviously starting from number 1, but they'll be mid numbers, and our numbers are quite low anyway. Yeah. But what we wanted was 3 months down the line, somebody can still open a pack and still get your low mints. Yeah. But we didn't want everybody to know the final totals. I think it takes a bit of fun out of it if you know that there's X amount of cards.
I agree.
So that's why we've gone for 50%. So some of them they still get a variance of how many base card, for instance. But you still get no shot. That's the thing, we're giving it a whirl. We think it takes the problems. We'll find out soon enough.
Hey, Mike.
Boy dogs.
Dogs. Yeah, I know.
So how does that work? Like, so if I wanted to get a pack, you're saying if I rush and I grab a pack, then I'm not guaranteed a mint one?
The packs will still have mints like any pack, but you won't know if you bought a pre-minted pack or a mint on demand pack.
So if I do get a mint on demand pack,
you won't know until you've opened it because you only find out. You press open, then the computer decides, is it mint on demand, is it pre-minted? So it's only as you open it, you'll see the mints and you'll find out then.
Yeah. Okay. So the mint on demand packs will have higher mint numbers than the pre-minted packs. Yeah. But our numbers are so small anyway, like I don't think anybody's going to be too upset.
Bar the base cards, you're not going to be getting three digits. It's not going to be in the 100.
Oh, gotcha.
So I think I think we'll be all right on that. And I say the fact that everybody does get a 50-50 chance of a pre-minted pack, right?
Okay.
What we didn't want to do was we didn't want to sell pre-minted packs and mint on demand packs, because then you're going to get a massive rush for the pre-minted packs, and the mint on demands are automatically less valuable and less, just not as good for the collectors. So this way, you don't know what you're getting. You got a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. Did you ever think that 2020 would be the year that we all like, well, COVID aside, but we all just obsessed about mints too? Like,
I mean, it's been a very strange year, I have to say.
Was it the first couple of days people didn't even think about mints, did they? Or a couple of savvy people might have done and cleaned up a little bit, but yeah, then suddenly it was all that matters.
Yeah, I saw your guys' video when you were talking about mints and that. So it's really, really bizarre, isn't it? How important they become.
Well, everyone, we did a devil promo recently, and we made it 666, but we haven't given out number 666 yet, and people want that more than they wanted the number 1, which is I can't imagine that's happened very often. But yeah, everyone fancies that. We'll do some kind of competition, but everyone fancies that last mint.
Well, I also know the guy who got number 13. Thank you very much, by the way.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's a good
Which is a cool devil number, right? So
for our cards, 13's also becoming a kind of.
I got a number 13 out the nifty box today, which I was quite happy.
Cool.
Jamming.
13's a good number in our set.
Yeah. So I think as it and that'll be interesting from project to project, actually, which are the certain mint numbers take on a kind of extra significance, and because there's only one number 1, so other things will.
But also, people put value on things that numbers have significance for some people that won't for other people. Sure. So
yeah, number 7, number 8.
God loves a number 7.
So many different numbers, right?
People say that all the time. Like, there's only one number 1. But there's also only one number 2 as well. So it's just not as significant, I guess.
I'll take a full set of number 2s. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, unless you're collecting all 2s, and then that's exactly what you want, right? So.
Yeah. So okay. Talk about like what's on the horizon for this. Have you guys planned another set? You're just trying to see how it goes, and yeah.
Well, the whole part of this is it's not just the collectibles. The next step is a comic, and some of these collectibles will be the frames that make up the comic. We think we've got it written down, but there's about 30-ish of the characters will feature in the comic, and then there'll be a lot of other frames built around this to tell the story of these characters. So that's definitely second release. Although we've still got a few things to work out. Our artist's been very overworked recently, so but he'll be on that pretty sharpish.
Yeah.
And how are you going to combine the cards to make the comic? Is there going to be some kind of burn feature or something like that, or you're still figuring that out?
Just the way they're displayed. So we're thinking it'll be kind of like essentially each card will be a panel from a comic. So we're thinking 4 panels in a display.
So you need all 4 panels to make the page, and then I think it would be like there's about 70 odd panels to make the entire comic, although there's still little tweaks. But so yeah, you need, if you don't have all the panels, if you don't have all the NFTs, you won't know the entire story. That's the
cool
behind it. Yeah, which is why
you're missing a page.
Yeah, we have discussed whether or not once you've got the 4 panels, what you could do with that, maybe to make the page or make them. But I don't know if people will want that, because the different variants might look different, give the pages different views and things. So I think we may keep them as individual panels.
We're still kind of playing with it, but essentially there's a story in there, and cards from the series that we release on Sunday will kind of form the basis of a story. So hopefully people find that. I guess it's different.
The second release also, you won't be able to buy the entire comic just off the second release. You need these initial cards from this release to make the comic in its entirety, because we wanted to add a little bit of a usability. We wanted it to stand out as a set of collectibles, but then add usability down the line as well, a bit of utility.
Yeah. And also, it's just, I'm a writer, so it's natural to want to use this platform to tell a story. So, that's kind of has been, from the get-go what we were trying to do.
It was what you pretty much got excited about most, wasn't it? Because again, there's not a lot of stories in the community at the moment. There's a lot of cool collectors, a lot of different projects, but not many going for the narrative. So that's what you're all about.
Yeah, and it's a really exciting new way to tell a story, and if you look at like Bitcoin Origins, the way they're doing it, that's really interesting and exciting.
We've got very excited about that, yeah.
And I think it's just another way to tell a story, which I think hasn't been explored in much capacity, really.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I actually love what Bitcoin Origins is doing. So yeah, if you guys are doing something similar, that'd be great. Hey guys, so I guess we're wrapping up here. Where can we find more about you guys? Where's the webpage? What the Telegram? Do you have a Twitter?
All of that stuff.
If you go to ultrarare.uk, everything's on there. Our Telegram, our Twitter. You'll find all our details, the pack launches, the numbers, the probabilities. Everything's on there.
I think we're Ultra Rare UK on Twitter, and just if you search Telegram the Horrors, come and join us. We're even though it's we're all horrors, but everybody's dead friendly and pretty fun community we've got. So
really well. Yeah, I'm good.
Just come and get involved.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, Mike, do you have any last things or?
I think we're pretty covered, are we? I think
he was asking Mike. I'm not sure.
You guys got any secrets for us? Any like little spoilers that you want to drop here on NFT Hive?
He's trying to. I have to hold him back. I've been in the group.
I'm terrible with secrets.
There's some pretty beautiful black and golds coming out. We showed them out yesterday on the website. They might still be on there, but they'll be gone. They'll be gone soon.
Yeah.
So, but that's for collectors and rewards. A little bit GPK-esque for after sales and things.
Yeah. So they're not in the set. And there's going to be one specific gold card that is related to a very specific task that is hidden within the set. I'll say that's new news. We haven't talked about that. Richie's still not sure I'm going to do it, but I think we will.
Now that you've announced it.
But yeah, and also these black and gold, we're going to release them over a few weeks. The people are going to get to choose which character they want to go for. So the first person who wins one gets the choice of 100.
Yeah,
which one he wants. So that's what I'm excited to see. I want to know who will go first. Yeah. Who's the favorite character?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well,
and they're all going to be one-of-ones?
All one-of-ones.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
All the golds.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we're going with a full 100 either. These are going to be rare cards.
Yeah. We haven't quite decided how many, but it's not going to be 100. Definitely.
It's not going to be 100. The ones that are released, one-of-ones and winner's choice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Looking forward to it, guys. I'm going to check out your site as soon as I jump off of here, man.
Cool.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, and cheers. And well, good luck with the sale.
Great. Thanks for having us. I hope you enjoy the sun, Mike.
I will, for sure. Good luck with your sale. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks very much.
Yes.
Take care.
Right.
Bye.
Cheers. Peace.